How amazing is this?
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.
What's up guys? So today I'm going to be filming a video that's hopefully going to be helpful for you guys because I get so many questions of people wanting to move here, asking what life is like, and I try to show that in my videos, but you really only see my days off. And so I want to really get down to the nitty-gritty of everything of what it's like living here. So hopefully this can help any of you guys out who are thinking of moving here, who are planning on moving here, just whatever. If you have any questions, hopefully I can answer them in this video. So we're gonna go by category because there's a lot to get through, and I'm gonna try to keep this short, simple, and most educational for you. So yeah, let's get right to it. So the first and most important question that I often get asked is how to find a job. That is very important when coming here because this place is not cheap to live, so you definitely want to have some source of income. So finding a job here, if you are from Canada, then obviously you do not need to apply for a visa or anything for coming here. If you are from out of Canada, then getting visas actually is for Canada, I believe, is quite simple, but you'll just have to look into it for your whatever country you're coming from. I know for Australians it's quite simple. For people from the UK it's quite simple. But yeah, just look into it, look onto the government website and find out how that works. Obviously with COVID and everything now, they're not accepting any, but hopefully soon enough, fingers crossed, they'll be accepting new applicants soon. So how I find all my jobs is on the website called Indeed, and this website is so amazing because, like, honestly, most employers wherever you're looking for post their jobs on there. It's how I found, it's kind of how I found my job in Vancouver, but not really. But it's how I found all my jobs here. And yeah, Indeed is just amazing. You could also come here and just bring out your CVs, hand out your CVs, but I would recommend trying to find a job before you come here. So Indeed is the #1 website. Now a lot of you have asked me what jobs or what companies have staff accommodation because rent is quite expensive in Banff, and staff accommodation is a good option if you want to have somewhere you can settle in at first and then look for an apartment, because obviously it's better to look for an apartment when you're actually here. So if you want to have like staff accommodation for a month, whatever, for the time you get settled, then that's amazing. If not, you can even stay in staff accommodation. I lived in staff accommodation for 8 months in Banff, and I'm living in staff accommodation right now in Lake Louise. It's quite cute if you ask me. But yeah, so the companies that are best, who have the best staff accommodation that I've personally heard and like had friends experience it and that I've experienced, is Banff Lodging Co. That's the one I worked for 9 months. Amazing. Honestly, the staff accommodation was like pretty decent, and I only paid $300 for it, which was amazing. There's also Banff Hospitality Collection, which is another one. That's one a lot of restaurants and stuff, so if you want to work in restauration, definitely check that one out. There's also Banff Pursuit, which is like the gondola and stuff like that. The Fairmont has staff accommodation. They have a location in Jasper, in Banff, and in Lake Louise, obviously the one I'm working at now. Those are the main companies I would suggest personally. I've had friends work there who have had like good staff accommodation experiences and who have liked working for those companies. For example, Banff Lodging Co. is the company I worked for. They own a bunch of hotels and restaurants, so you got like 40% discounted on all the restaurants, 27% off of alcohol. You got free canoe passes in the summer. You got to golf for free. In the winter you got like a discounted ski pass. So all the perks with that company was so amazing, so I would highly recommend that one. Another question I've been asked is public transportation, whether you need to have a car or not. A lot of people have cars and a lot of people will buy them. They're constantly on sale. Another thing is to join the group Banff Buy and Sell. It's like basically Banff is a huge thrift store where people are coming and going, so they're always selling things for super cheap. If you need any snowboarding gear, skiing gear for the winter, find it all on there. I found all my stuff on there. Really, you can find anything. You can find some really good car deals on there as well. So no, you do not need a car. I will say that it's really nice to have one. I do not personally have one. I will say it's nice to have one because you can go anywhere, especially in the summer. You can go explore so many areas like Jasper, Kananaskis, and all that. But the public transportation is amazing in Banff. Even in Lake Louise, getting to Banff is $6.50 one way, so it's like a $12 or $13 round trip, which is pretty good for honestly the distance you go, because It's a 45-minute ride one way. But if you're in Banff, just walk everywhere. You could even buy a bike. If you skateboard, you could do that, but everywhere is walkable in Banff. That's what I did when I lived there. Honestly, did not need a car. Most people don't use their cars when they're just staying in Banff. And when it comes to groceries, I did a video where I showed you what I got for the price of $86, so I'll link that one down below if you haven't seen it yet, but it'll give you an idea of how much your groceries might cost you. A lot of people go to Canmore because it's a bit cheaper because it's not actually in the national park, but I used to do it in Banff. I still often do it in Banff if I'm not going with my roommate, and it's expensive, but it's doable. So for public healthcare, it's different. If you're coming from out of Canada, then you actually can sign up for Alberta healthcare, which is free. It's quite amazing for foreigners. Actually, you just sign up for this real quick. You go to the medical clinic and just sign up for it, and then you have free healthcare. I believe that's how it works. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure that's how my friends have done it. If you're from Canada, the rest of Canada, you're fine. Whatever, you get your free healthcare, you know, just have your Medicare card. If you're from Quebec, it's a whole other story because you actually have to pay and then try to get a refund, which I'm still waiting on my $150 refund from the Quebec government because they make me pay and they don't make foreigners pay. Makes no sense, I know. Anyways, I'm not gonna rant about it. If you're from Quebec, you're gonna have to pay for healthcare. So when it comes to Lake Louise versus Banff, I've done both now. I would honestly say I prefer Banff. There's just so much more going on, especially if you like nightlife. At the moment, it's kind of like eh. But if you like nightlife, like going out, Banff is the one for you. There's a lot to walk around. There's the Bow River. There's some hikes around and stuff like that. It's just, I personally really love Banff just because it's in the middle of Canmore and Lake Louise. But Lake Louise is also amazing if you're trying to save money. It just, the lake kind of gets old. Not old, I don't want to sound like ungrateful, but it got like, you don't go sit out in front of it as often as you think you would just because there's so many tourists, and honestly you get kind of tired of it. But there's amazing hikes in the area as well. I've done like 6 so far. I only have 1 left that I'm trying to do before I leave. But yeah, if you want to save money, I would say Lake Louise. If you want to have a more social, active life and like going out and just doing more, I would 100% say Banff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this helped answer any questions that some people might have had. And like I said, if you want to see a recommendations video about things to do, places to eat, all of that good stuff, then give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for a new vlog because I'm having really 2 exciting days tomorrow and Monday. So be ready for those, and I'll see you guys next time.